Hello, my name is Pramod Khargondkar and I serve as Vice Chancellor for Research at UC Irvine. I would like to highlight the importance of principal investigators' work in creating safe work environments in their laboratories. A few years ago, the National Academy of Sciences created a committee focused on promoting a culture of safety in academic chemical research. The committee, comprised of physical and life scientists and behavioral scientists, held public hearings and heard testimony from academic and industry safety experts. They also toured labs in top research institutions across the country. During this process, it became apparent that faculty, staff, and students often do not appreciate the hazards they are facing. On multiple occasions, the researchers were found wearing shorts and sandals with no lab coat or safety glasses. Their labs had high voltage equipment, acrylamide gels, solvents, and corrosives. When asked about potential hazards, they explained that they were not working with anything dangerous. This is in stark contrast to what you will commonly find in corporate research settings for agricultural, biomedical, electronics, materials, or pharmaceutical research. In exploring cultural reasons for differences in safety attitudes, the committee determined that we academic researchers have much to learn from corporate industries, especially in regards to the role of the principal investigators.
My name is Marcelo Wood, and I chair UC Irvine's Department of Neurobiology and Behavior. Many PIs may have had expectations and experiences similar to mine. Attend graduate school, get a postdoctoral fellowship, followed by a tenure-track appointment, do research and publish, hopefully attain tenure, a few patents, and additional achievements. During that time, you were probably never told that you were becoming a small business owner with responsibilities for hiring and managing people, overseeing budgets, ordering supplies and equipment, designing research space, in addition to teaching, directing research, securing grants, and publishing results. Amongst all of the responsibilities, perhaps the most important is setting the tone for safety. Although this may be challenging if your peers or department chair do not share a similar safety mindset, you must lead by example and hold everyone accountable, including your graduate students, postdocs, staff, and even visiting faculty. Make sure that everyone does a proper hazard analysis before beginning work, that everyone completes their lab-specific safety training, that safety equipment such as fume hoods and biosafety cabinets operates properly, personal protective equipment such as lab coats, safety goggles, and gloves is available and used when needed, and that everyone is encouraged to report near misses in order to prevent more serious future accidents.
My name is Jenny Yang, and I am an assistant professor in UC Irvine's Department of Chemistry. The urgency to improve safety in academic research laboratories has been demonstrated by several high-profile injuries and fatalities, including the 1997 death of Professor Karen Wetterhahn at Dartmouth University due to accidental exposure of 2 drops of dimethylmercury absorbed through her latex gloves. The 2008 accident that led to the death of 23-year-old UCLA researcher Sherry Sangli, who suffered severe burns and later died from a splash of pyrophoric reagent tert-butyllithium on her clothes. And finally, the 2016 incident in which postdoctoral researcher Taya Elkins-Coward at the University of Hawaii lost her arm and sustained other injuries in a laboratory hydrogen gas explosion. Our top research academies and organizations have all publicly proclaimed that research safety must be a priority. Some of these organizations include the National Research Council, Association of Public and Land-Grant Universities, U.S. Chemical Safety Board, and the American Chemical Society. Something that caught many faculty members' attention was the 2008 UCLA lab fatality case. For the first time, a professor was indicted on criminal felony charges for the death of a researcher in his laboratory. The case was eventually settled, but it had reverberations beyond the incident. Since then, criminal felony charges were filed in 2015 by the EPA against a University of Missouri staff member for disposing of sulfuric acid down a storm drain. In December of 2015, the Department of Labor and Justice signed a memorandum of understanding stating that they will criminally prosecute managers and supervisors for worker safety law violations that involve chemicals, environmental damage, severe injuries, or death. What this means is that regulatory agencies and organizations beyond UC Irvine are now holding us all accountable for safety in our laboratories. For these reasons, and more importantly because I know we all want to do the right thing, please actively participate in UC Irvine's Safety on Site, or SOS program. Appoint someone to serve as your safety representative and refer them to the SOS website where they can learn how to engage your team in creating a culture of safety. You will find that leading with safety creates a more productive work environment and brings about better research outcomes.
Thank you for doing your part to make UCI safe for the entire campus community. You are the engine of innovation for our future. We wish you much success and a safe journey. Thank you.